see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Looking for blockers. So the Auburn Tigers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Might be calling a hot route. Hauls it in. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get the corner. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable.
There he goes! Man, a defender missed. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He's got it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Give to the running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down for 17. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pulls it in. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Mississippi State's offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. It's complete on the right side. At the 35, he's got room. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single-team him, double-team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
The official says no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. To throw, it's Mack. Throwing right, and he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
This time it's complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Auburn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Taylor wants to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He's got great speed. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Simmons. Turning it on. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They did a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So here comes the Auburn offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Brady.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Mack. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he made the extra point without problem. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. He'll start this drive firing. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Holding, receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Mack. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. This time it's complete. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Taylor wants to throw it. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Rolls it in on the right. He's out of bounds at the 40-yard line, and you want to talk about flipping the field. He just did it. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Harmon. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled. Zone for the score.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Looking to throw, it's Mack. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver
breaks into the open. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Taylor wants to throw. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Shoots it to the left. zips it out to his man. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly...
Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Mississippi State, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Glover. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Taylor wants to throw it. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Couldn't get it out of the end zone and into safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Mack. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got it behind the line. It's Reese. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets it to the back. Creates a little room. Turning it on. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Now facing a 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Final play of the quarter coming. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around everyone. Chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Caught in the backfield. It's Simmons. Turns it on in midfield. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacey. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Tigers want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got...
There he goes. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more center?
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Slithers into space. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. Auburn lines up quickly. On the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column.
Got it.
The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield and make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go to the air. Right out trying to get it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the foot.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Croman Hoke. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man on the right. At the 45, on his way. He's running free down the middle. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Pocket breaking down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page. You get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
Unloads it downfield. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The offense changing the play. Back to pass. It's Mack. He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. When you know you have a team out